Well, unassuming, mild-mannered, and also someone who prefers to fly under the radar. They're just some of the terms you could use for John Ogden. You could also use terms such as a very talented horseman who deserves a pat on the back every now and then. And I caught up with John during his commitment to Club Menangle to do exactly that. Well, John, as I mentioned, you prefer to shun this type of publicity, but you've had a wonderful career in harness racing, commencing as a teenager.
Yeah, I have. I've been in the game for 30 odd years now, but as you said, I like to sort of stay a bit quiet and just sort of go about things going way. But no, it's been a good career.
John, you had a wonderful introduction to harness racing, linking up with one of nature's gentlemen first of all, but one of the most astute horsemen going around, John Heath.
Yeah, well, I sort of married into the family, but yeah, I learned a lot under John and Liz, and there's nothing about harness racing and horses he doesn't know. And it's just been, I was with him for many, many years sort of thing. It's been good.
And harness racing wasn't always a full-time job?
No, I'm a tradesman as well, and I've always worked, and I was doing air conditioning work for many years, so always try and sort of balance the both. But these days, I'm sort of having a break from the air conditioning and concentrating on the ponies full-time.
John, as your career unfolded with John Heath, what were some of the most important things you learned from him?
Oh, patience is probably one of the biggest one. Like, there's no more patient train, especially when it comes to a few of the hot fillies. You know, and just letting the horses have time and come to racing on their own time.
John, apart from the training and also the driving, breeding is also a very astute art, and John and the family have always believed in that.
Oh yeah. John's bred many horses. I mean, it's if we're ever going to put a mare in file, John's always the one you quiz and ask on who bred the best stallion and what stallion suit the mare, and he used to get phone calls from many trainers asking him the same thing.
John, let's talk about your career and a couple of those wonderful horses associated with you. Kicking off with Thruppens, there's a filly who deserved a major win, but collected 3 placings in Oaks races.
Well, she ended up winning the Tasmanian Oaks, but you're right. She placed in, I think it was 3, and she should have won the New South Wales Oaks. And a Lily filly came over from New Zealand, knocked her off that one, but she raced virtually all up and down, like Queensland, New South Wales, Tasmania, but she was just a mighty tough filly. And then she won the 2-year-old Seymour Nursery Stakes up in Queensland, and I think she'd had 3 starts, and she won the heat and final. So she was just an outstanding filly.
Thruppens only contested 32 races, John. She collected 17 wins and 7 placings and had a premature end to her career.
Yeah, she hurt her foot out in the paddock and got an infection, and it ended her career. But it was a pity. But she still had a lot of good racing left in her. But with the breeding side of things, she's had a number of foals, and even her daughter is throwing some really nice horses now.
Arizona Blue, also 47 stars for 21 wins and 11 placings, and also a very highly decorated performer.
Oh, she was just a beautiful, tough mare. She was the one that probably got me addicted to trotting. She was just an absolute legend of a mare. There's nothing she couldn't do.
And what about the current horses now, Foxtrot Hill?
Foxtrot Hill's a sister of Arizona Blue, and she is showing similar ability and speed, but Arizona Blue was just an altogether mare that could just sort of do anything. But Foxtrot Hill is a good mare, but she's just become a bit one-dimensional. But hopefully, she's still only young, so hopefully she can sort of learn a bit more and follow a bit more in Arizona's footsteps.
John, as you mentioned, you married into the family with John's daughter Amanda, and you had a horse go around here today, a Wing and a Prayer, which, although one place, went very nice first up.
Yeah, we're pretty happy with her. We weren't expecting much today because she probably a bit behind a couple of the other ones, the preparation behind. But today's run was very promising.
John, in recent times you've managed to link up with Allied Express, which has certainly been a bit of a bonus for you.
Yeah, it has been, and they've always been good friends of mine, the McDowells. But John and Liz sort of moved away down to Berrima a bit, and it's a bit far away. So I've been helping McDowells out for about 5 years now. But they're good friends. I mean, really even helped me out a lot.
As you mentioned, down at Berrima now, John, how's his health? And no doubt he's still very much a harness racing devotee.
Oh, he certainly is. He doesn't stop, Johnny. He doesn't know how to, and and his health's probably improved since he got down there with the fresher air.
I think he might have been one of those victims of he didn't want to retire when he was sort of like forced into retirement.
Nah, he'll never retire, John. I don't think he knows how to. He'll just keep plugging away, and hopefully he has a couple of more nice horses.
Well, John, it's been great to catch up with you. As we mentioned, you don't get enough publicity for the performances you've had in harness racing. May they continue.
Thank you very much.